That beard, bro. Can you see it? Right over here. Bro looking like a character out of Vinland Saga, but apparently he talking shit about me and Ellen Historian. Okay. Alright. Quick little 7-minute clip. Let's see what do you got for me, bro?
Hey, dude, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome, everybody.
Wait. Louder? Louder. He got a raid. Who raided him? Maybe it was Ellen Historian that raided him.
Hey, dude, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. How you guys doing?
Hey, you're welcome for the raid, Joe.
How you guys doing? This is a top tier light novel, farming. He's a guy in another world. Yeah, right. We are watching anime. We got this. We got Klutzy Class Monitor left. We already watched
What the fuck is Klutzy Class Monitor? Did I miss something this season?
Witch Hat. So if you guys were here for that, you guys missed like a fucking 10-minute conversation where chat did not understand the point that I was trying to make about the fucking cloak change.
Okay.
Oh my god. Finally somebody in chat understood me and I was just so satisfied.
All right, get to the drama.
Satisfied that somebody understood what I was trying to say. And
get to the drama.
It was such a, like a meaningless thing. It was such a, like the point that I was making and the thing that I was trying to say was so fucking like unimportant. But I have too much like microplastics in my brain to not be locked in on something so like meaningless and unimportant. But thankfully somebody in chat finally understood me and I was like, oh, thank God, dude. I can move on past this. Don't blame the microplastics. You're right, dude. It's probably an extra chromosome or something. I don't know. Appreciate the raid. Appreciate it. Everybody that came over, thank you. Hope you're all doing well. If there's anyone in my
Joe got an extra chromosome and got microplastics, bro. He got 2 debuffs.
community that's not aware of light novel historian, kind of surprising. But if you're not,
Did you just call him a light novel historian?
anyone in my community that's not aware of light novel historian,
What a LARPer, bro. Am I LARPing? I feel like everyone just call him LN. LN historian. Obviously, what does LN stand for? Duh, light novel. What does he cover? Light novel. No shit. But like, anyone that actually knows LN historian, I feel like would call him LN historian, not light novel historian. And you ask in your chat, anybody not know about light novel historian?
kind of surprising.
Hey, I could be LARPing though. Who knows? Maybe what if he actually does go by light novel historian?
But if you're not, I mean, you should go and check out his channel. If somebody do a little shout out, I would appreciate that. You know, go check out the content. Be aware.
I made light novel historian. I made Senshi. Let me explain. These are 2 creators that I am on good terms with. These are 2 creators that I've covered their videos before, and these are 2 creators that we constantly talk to. Definitely. And Senshi, right? Shout out to Senshi, right? It's cool to see other people get in the reaction spear, right? Like, why not? Like, why don't you? It's such easy content you could do. You're already covering anime content and Sakuga analysis. Why not open a second channel and do some reaction content, right? Like, Senshi, straight up, he's doing great. Nice, right? I think he tried to do One Piece before. I think I tried to give him the advice of like, try to do like every One Piece opening and stuff. Maybe it didn't really work out. But hey, he's still there. Ellen Historian, reactions. No, not like that. Live right here, right? Again, what is this channel? You look at the channel, it's literally anime reactions and other like related, like basically, you know, the type of reactions that I do when I look at different tweets or like articles or whatever's relevant in the anime sphere or the drama, right? That's it. I'm not saying I made them, but definitely I have like given them advice and tried to tell them, help them out, whatever it be copyright stuff or whether it be like different, just like the meta, right? Of like, how do you run like this type of reaction channel where you just farm anything and everything? He's doing a very good job.
You might get spoiled on something, just saying. And yeah, man, might learn a thing or two about some light novels. Listen, I don't know how you feel about it, but how do you feel about Nippon Sangoku? And do you think it is
the most underrated anime of this season for sure? I just talked about that in my recent tier list. I think that Nippon Sangoku like actually was like, what is it? I put this one up here. I think I put this up in here. Right? I think that Nippon Sangoku, again, this is like a weekly tier list, by the way, of like my personal bias. I think Nippon Sangoku, I think, is like the most underrated, underappreciated anime of this season. I think Needy Girl also is very underrated and it's very abstract and people can't really understand what's going on because of their lack of media literacy. I don't know if that's a quote, but for sure the average casual audience can't understand this and it filters them out. But Nippon Sangoku, I think that filters them out naturally because of the setting, right? Anytime you have like Japanese setting, even if it's like post-apocalyptic, whatever, right? It seems to always fail. But still, this is like the standard example that I would give along with Monogatari when I show direction of conversation drama driven stories. Not like Unga Bunga action aura hype. I'm talking about you're talking. This is politics and drama and debates and whatever. And I think that shows like Tensura would have absolutely benefited in season 3 if they had this type of direction during those dialogue heavy meetings, right? World building diplomacy. Nippon Sangoku is killing it. It's an amazing product this season. Definitely easily within the realm of the 9s, in my opinion. And if not, at least between 8.5 to 9, the lowest score. I would not give this a 7. I would not give this a low 8. Minimum a mid 8 to 9. And if not, definitely in the 9s.
Like, I feel like, because you obviously are a big ReZero guy. How do you feel like it stacks within this season? Or how do you think it compares, I guess, or measures up to ReZero during this?
How do you define that? Are you actually comparing like the anime product? In my opinion, Studio Kafka versus Studio White Fox, I think that it's easily Nippon Sangoku, right? If you actually watch the episodes of ReZero and you watch Nippon Sangoku and you tell me that ReZero is better as an anime, I think you're retarded. I think that you are speaking from a story alignments perspective and you're glazing how much you love the story of ReZero. And I'm not saying the ReZero anime is bad, but have you seen Nippon Sangoku and what it's doing? It is special. The talent that is pouring out their fucking love and sweat towards this episode. Again, just go look at the episodes and how they present the story. It is fundamentally different. It is different. No, it doesn't mean ReZero animation is mid. It's standard. It is not doing these like very ambitious, like dialogue driven storyboarding per se, right? Again, just go look at an episode and I will tell, and you can't tell me that like it is the same thing. Now, just because you're doing a better job in presenting that story doesn't mean it's automatically a better product. But when I specifically talk about like the animation, it's hard for me to say that ReZero is better than Nippon Sangoku. I think that's cap.
This anime season, I won't be offended either way. I mean, I feel like you have a lot more. It's always either 3, 2, or 1. Oh, fire. Ooh, what else is in your 3? Is it Witch Hat? Oh, okay, cool. Hey, look at that, dude. I like this. This is good. I like the.
What the fuck is a 3, 2, or 1? Is that like a 3-tier category where it's just like, you know, 3 being the highest, 2 kind of like obviously in that order?
Things like this. I like it when people have like the same sort of opinions as me. That's beautiful. What a beautiful thing.
Bro wants an echo chamber to be validated of his opinion that he's doing the right thing. Sheep.
Yeah, those are my top 3, I think, as well for the season. I don't know. I probably lean a little more into.
Honestly, if I think about top 3 this season, Witch Hat, ReZero, Nippon Sangoku, yeah, that could be a top 3. Here's another top 3 I could give you. Wistoria, ReZero, Tensura. Tensura, ReZero, maybe even fucking marriage toxin for some people that really loves this story. I doubt it though as much, right? I think that like there's a lot of different like top 3s. I think Wistoria actually does contend. Code is, as much as I glaze it, hard for other people to be on board. This is definitely an agenda, right? I am glazing this shit beyond what it's deserving because I just love the story and how Koenji popped up this week. But if I think, and Code did have a glow up too, but I think that Code's probably not going to be people's big 3. But there's another really cool top 3. 1, 2, 3. What about this? This is a unique one. If I ever saw somebody tell me that their favorite 3 anime of this season is D3, I'm like, oh, you are a special person. Not like you have an extra chromosome like Joe apparently. But I'm like, I see the type of stories that you like. I see where you're at. You are not like the standard action heavy enjoyer. You're not just like an isekai glazer. You know, you like the dark psychology. You like the, you know, you actually like the "これは Ryo game," in the fucked up nature of Inigo, right? Maybe some people's top 3 could be something cozy as, I don't know, like 1, 2, I don't know. Damon's is probably not people's top 3. I think these are solid picks though. These are solid picks. That's like, you know, what's it called? I consider them like honorary, like run up, right? They barely made it to the top 3, but Witch Chat, ReZero, Nippon Sangoku, I'm happy with that. I think that Wistoria should be glazed more. I think Wistoria suffers from the same stigma, just like Soul Leveling and Jujutsu Kaisen, simply by the nature of it being popular and being action heavy. And again, that is such a stupid fucking take, because Marriage Toxin, in my opinion, is better in terms of key animations than Wistoria sometimes. I think that if not better, like comparable, in the same league, plus or 1- tier. And the fact that this gets no motion despite it having such amazing action, again, don't fucking tell me that action alone is enough to create this aura moment for people to get on board. The characters matter, right? The aura, the story is written and baked into the fights, and the aura that you feel is when you feel resonated with those characters and the story elements. It's not that simple, bro.
To Nippon, I know. For everyone that's a fan of ReZero, don't fucking cut my head off. Just Nippon really just, it gives me such a Kingdom vibe, and I just love that, like, I don't know, man.
Kingdom, that's the Chinese war story, but it's Japanese manga anime, right? Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know what we're gonna do because the anime is all over the place.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms sort of thing, and the political strategy and all that shit. Oh, I love that shit so much.
It scratches
Classroom
a
of the Elite
different
mogs them
itch.
all. I mean, we'll see. I think that as Classroom of the Elite rounds out, it'll get even better.
Based?
But, yeah, I don't know. Liar Games.
Nah, I can't. Again, right? I think that these are absolutes. If we're comparing animation, this isn't a subjective thing. This is a very objective thing. And in a certain tier of like quality, then it becomes subjective of how polished it was. But when you compare Nippon Sangoku with like Classroom of the Elite, come on. Come on, what are you talking about, right? This should be easy for anyone to understand that like, yeah, Nippon Sangoku is putting in way more quality. I love Code, but that's such a dishonest thing for me to say that like this is better as an animation like standard. Now, when I'm talking about my favorite anime though, I like Code more than Nippon Sangoku, but these are two different things, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand when I try to talk about like animation quality versus how much you enjoy an anime.
Wild as fuck. I don't even watch Liar Game. Wasn't enough support for it. Same, loves ReZero, but Nippon takes it for me. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I mean, I will admit that like literally with each episode of Nippon and ReZero, it's literally like this. Oh, that's the best. Oh no, that's the best. Oh no, that's the best.
Damn,
oh, no, that's
he loves that show.
Every single episode that comes out, I'm like, oh, that's why this one's the best one that's airing. And then a new episode of Nippon comes out, and I'm like, that's why.
Nippon Sangoku and ReZero are the solo leveling of whatever category of anime they're describing, and Needy Girl is actually the better one. Do you know what I'm talking about? Just like when we're comparing Demon Slayer movie to Chainsaw Man movie to 100 meters, and how there's this infinite layer of people who think they're better than you, or like more like, you know what I mean? Do you understand that comparison? The people who are glazing these shit, right? I don't think ReZero is even honestly a fucking good comparison here. It's not like part of the same category. I'm just bringing it up because he's mentioning it, right? Real fucking ones know that Needy Girl is actually the highest potential, highest scaling, like big brain show. These might as well be fucking solo leveling compared to Needy Girl. But this is a hot take, and many casual monkeys cannot ever comprehend this because they're limited. I see things in a different way. I see prophetic visions. I understand, and I've honed in my understanding of cursed energy, animation, like Kenjaku has. And the more I think about this, I think Needy Girl is getting not the representation it deserves, because it filters out too much people, because it's just, again, you're too small brain to understand a show, and it's not your fault. I don't blame you. This is a high difficulty show, and it's gonna get rated really low because of its high difficulty. Casuals, man. Fucking casuals.
That's the best one that's airing. ReZero comes out. That's why it's the best that's airing. It's so hard for me to differentiate, or like, not differentiate, but it's so hard for me to choose which one I feel is the best, because each week they just kind of present another fucking great case. Cool. I just wanted to know how you felt. That's good to know. Good to know that I share similar opinions to the esteemed historian of the light novel.
Yes.
Depending on the week, either of the three takes first place. Though the recent weeks, it's been just ReZero. This last week, for example, though, I had Nippon at 2. I don't think that Witch Hat ever jumps those two for me, in my opinion. I was just
this recent episodes, yeah, I think that Witch Hat really did gap that in episode 4. It's basically the Kifri episode where he saved the girls. That was that was a stupid hype episode, and the quality of that episode was unreal from beginning to end. Whether it be a masterclass in the character acting and the conversation, the drama happening with Coco and the girls, whether it be Kifri pulling up with the crazy godlike animation, or even at the end with Kifri's "You Will Not Tell a Soul," that episode was memorable. Everything after that, it's been good. It's been peak, honestly, but it just hasn't had. But many other animes also has been peak, and it just like when I think about like a memorable episode, that was like the last one.
I mean, I think I just lean very heavily towards Nippon, and I mean, I do love the magic elements of Witch Hat. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, Nippon just for me, it's just always one or two, and ReZero's up there. The ReZero shit has been crazy though. Anyways, this is a good conversation. Thank you for this. I wish I could collab with you more. You know, I wish I could collab with you and stuff. I'm not smart enough to, though. I feel.
Why collab when you can just fucking react to other people's videos on your own time? Like, this is straight up a collaboration that I'm getting out of FreshestAnime and Ellen Historian without having this fucking schedule. I'm using their fucking name to farm this video. This is the big brain collaborations, bro. Fuck like random scheduled podcasts and meaningless fucking, you know, workflows that will never get delivered. Opening up a fucking Patreon for a fucking podcast, you deliver 1 week, you realize you have no fucking like strategy or like consistency or like wait. Nah, this is it. It's just people reacting to other people's clips and talking about it and making more like motion off of that. That is the true collaboration.
I feel like you.
Yes, asynchronous collaboration. Absolutely. That is it. That's what's going on here.
Would just like fuck me up if we had to debate anything. You know, if you had an opinion and I tried to come back with my opinion, you would be like, well, this is the flaw in your opinion. And I'd be like, oh, you know what?
Man, bro, why is he slobbering on Ellen Historian's dick so hard? Why does he downplay himself? It's just like your opinion is like the holy standard. And I'm so glad that my opinion aligns with yours. And thank you for validating my existence. Glaze is nice. I think Ellen Historian is very intelligent. But like the lack of self-confidence from Joe. What's going on, man? Come on, bro. Where's your ego? He needs to watch more Blue Lock.
I really thought about it for a second. And now that you mentioned that, I've thought about it. And I think that I've come to recognize that what you said is actually far more accurate to how what's being presented. And yeah, I just pull out my ult, bro.
What do you mean? That's such a... Listen, being able to acknowledge that you are limited in your perspective and to see a different insight from someone else and being like, you know what, that may have more value to it, is definitely takes a bigger man. But some people just do that without critically thinking because it's easier to just go with the popular opinion or someone that's like has more like audience than you because you don't want to like be put on the spot. I think that just believe in what you say and say it with a proud heart. Obviously don't be stupid about it, but like, come on, bruh. Come on, bro. What is going on here?
Just hit my ult and then instant out. Yeah. I just wouldn't be able to do it, dude. You're very well-read. Pun intended.
He's a historian.
Because, you know.
He reads.
Historian. Cacao would be the hardest to debate? Nah, I don't think so, bro. I don't know. I'm not crazy
here we go.
Well, okay, first of all, I just say, I'm not even like, I can't even imagine trying to debate someone. Kaw would solo you for sure. Because Kaw is...
Here we go, big drama.
Kaw is...
Big drama!
Mogged? I wouldn't get mogged. That's fucking crazy. That's insane, dude. I wouldn't get mogged by him. Mogged is a different thing. I'm not getting mogged.
Define mogged. So would you be mogged by the historian, though? In this context of... This is a fucking looks maxer term where you like you got mogged because someone like looked better than you in a fucking fucking picture. Mogged basically means in this context that like yeah you like lost in the marketplace of ideas and what you presented, your logic just did not keep up and now you got mogged. You not being able to counter Ellen Historian and just writing his own ideas as if this is yours. That is also kind of like mogging. That's just like. Basically, he doesn't want to compete. That's the difference. You understand? Like, how do I even explain this? Let's just hear his thoughts out more. This is stupid? Yeah, but you're here watching. And I guarantee you so many people will watch it more. So you find it stupid, but I'm making content for your stupid ass. What does that make you? Just be aware of what you're writing, bro. This is for you. You're literally in a fucking live Twitch chat and commenting. Do you understand? Like, the portion of the people watching this in a live stream versus actually YouTube video, you're like 0.01%. Come on.
By anybody. I mean, maybe there's some people that would mog me. Caw does not mog me. That's crazy, bro. That's insane. He does not mog me. I refuse this. Would he defeat me in a debate? Absolutely. Because Caw has...
What does mog mean? I'm just gonna put my fucking bodybuilding pose picture, but does anyone... Akko, do you have a picture of Joe's bodybuilding pose? Did he show any muscles? You know that JoJo's fucking picture that I put up with me fucking the side bicep pose right there? I'm gonna mock you in the thumbnail.
Like this, he has like a, I feel like he would just lock in so intensely that he wouldn't be able to let it go. You know what I mean?
Yes, because my opinion is a fact. Everyone else has opinions. You understand? But my word is like the gospel. You need to understand this. I have facts. You have opinions. These are two separate things. Okay?
He's ready for the smoke way more than I am. And I think that's how I would get destroyed. I would not debate anyone, though. I could never do that. And I
He's right about that, though. I'm very, like, bullheaded. Because, like, I don't play games that I lose. Do you understand? No, I don't think you should share the picture of Joe in my Discord, Echo. Nah, don't worry about it. That's not gonna fucking... I don't even want to... Let's not do that. Anyways. The idea here is that it would never be a debate because I would never even entertain such debate. Like there's not as basically in a debate, I would never even like accept the other position's ideas because the framework that I'm providing is such an absolute stance that I believe in and that I think is correct. So you're arguing against a wall. A debate to him is somebody that's willing to entertain your ideas and come to like a common consensus. But that's not my goal. I'm not here to coexist with you. I'm here to fucking dominate and show you that my way is the only fucking way and you don't like it, you can get the fuck out. And that's my own echo chamber. And that's perfectly fine. Because if my standard and my framework of ideas was truly that flawed and unpleasant, people just naturally wouldn't support me. But I do believe that the values that I have and the ideas that I, put out there, these are not like random bullshit that I do. This is like carefully crafted, like basically, if I have a bias, I'll tell you. I always want to see from like an objective truth of like how things are done. And then I try to present that idea. I don't work backwards. A lot of people work backwards. A lot of people have this bias that they hold on to and want to reason as to why that is. I let go of that and I'll accept the L if I'm actually wrong. But like, again, I would never even like go into the Coliseum if I didn't think that like what I presented did not have like an absolute win condition.
I find it would be difficult to even have a conversation with some people because I feel like I would just get so absolutely shit on. You know what I mean?
Are you not getting mogged then? He needs to define what mog means. Because he's saying he's not going to get mogged by me. And now he's saying there's not even a chance of a fucking debate with this guy.
I mean, I have like a conversation with somebody. If they're just smarter than me, they're going to present all the better points. And I'm going to be like, yes. Yes. Yes.
I don't think you need to be smart to win a debate. You just need to be like more well-informed and understand like where people like, like... Honestly, debates are bullshit. Let me explain. It's not about who's right. It's about what people want to believe in. It's a popularity contest. You look at fucking real life politics. Dude, I will never forget this. Donald Trump, Ted Cruz, 2016. Ted Cruz is a professional fucking debater. This dude has graduated from like top tier, like fucking like Harvard. I don't even know. Anyways, it's that standard. And he's like a debate champion. And he's like debating with Donald Trump. And he's just factually correct. And you know what Donald Trump says? Lion Ted. There he go again. Lion Ted. And then the people, the monkeys watching it are like, true. Lion Ted. And that was it. And that was the end. Ted Cruz, did it not matter how correct he was. Because it was never about being correct in a debate. It's about the charisma and how you can whip up narratives and have just people hop on a fucking bandwagon off of that, bro. In a debate, it's not about the nerd who is like, actually, this is more correct. In a debate, it's about the caveman with the bigger rock. And other people are also seeing the bigger rock lifted by the bigger caveman. They don't care about the fucking nerd caveman saying and writing with the fucking he's like literally like inventing fire and creating and carving shit on the fucking wall and saying, guys, this is how it said. No, the grug of the tribe has a big rock and everyone's like, Unga, big rock, big correct. That's it, bro.
Yes, yes, yes. You know what I mean? I just yeah, he's intense. I've experienced as well in some disagreements. Yeah, I just wouldn't be able to do it.
Intense.
Thankfully, I don't.
Yes. Absolutely. People think that I'm actually angry. It's called passion. Sorry, I can't hide it.
I don't ever have to.
I come at you with the force of 10,000 suns on a fucking opinion about an anime.
Wanted to do a podcast with Kakao one day.
Yeah.
And then but the more I think about it,
yeah,
that would probably suck.
Yeah. It would be a one-sided beatdown. It would not be fun for anybody involved.
Yeah, he's a very like strong.
It'd be like a predator and a prey. Well, no, because I can also turn that on and off. Does that make sense? Like, if I am being contested at my ideas in offline moments or whatever, right? And I make a video on that topic, of course, I'm going to be coming at you like a fucking tiger. But in a professional shared environment, would I just shit on Joe like that? No, because I would basically like there's a professionalism involved. I let everyone else have their own chance at talking, and I try to like mediate it in the best way possible, because at that point it's not a debate. I'm trying to like listen to your ideas and provide something else. Like there's a different mode.
Strongly opinionated person, I would have to be more opinionated. And
yes.
Fuck me, dude. I would.
And that probably would lead to better content. Basically, TLDR, if Joe wasn't being such a fucking beta, our podcast would have so much friction and drama that people would watch it more. People don't want to watch two people agreeing about true. Yeah, you're so correct, King. Yep, true. Thank you. No. People want to see two heads fucking butt at each other and have fucking constant friction. That's why Nicholas Light and my content were some of the best content out there for like the people as watching WWE. Because people could tell, they're like, are they actually like, are they friends or do they hate each other? What is going on? I can't tell anymore. That's the secret ingredient. You need to be in this ambiguous spot where you don't know if they fucking hate each other or not, but every fucking day they come out and fucking talk, and it's just like, that is what's fascinating. People want to watch, like, no one wants to watch paint dry. They want to watch fucking fire.
I would probably just blow my brains out on the fucking camera. Like, I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'm not that opinionated. I am, but I'm also not. I just can't. In game, of course, obviously. I would blow my brains out in the game. In the video game that we're talking about.
I have killed Joe with my anime opinions. Damn.
It would be a fun collab. Yeah, probably. But also, it would probably suck. But also, it would be fun. I think it would be fun. I don't know, but he's too busy for me. Mr.
I'm not busy. I'm just very lazy and my schedule's all over the place and I can't keep to a schedule.
Big Shot with his 17 videos a day. Jeez.
5 to 6 videos recently. Before it used to be like 10, 8 to 10. Then it became standard to 6. Now it's at like 4 to 5, 6 sometimes. It's really good. You're trying to do more with less. That's the goal. Even the second channel used to be daily uploads. Now it's like every other day. I've still maintained viewership and I've actually doubled it. So I've actually quadrupled the viewership if you think about it. Basically, I have half the workflow, but I have doubled the gains. So if I standardized it and kept the regular momentum, then that's quadruple the gains. But again, not everything is just numbers. I want to live my life too. And now it's such a nice, comfortable pace I can go at.
One day I'll do a podcast. And then I can make podcast dollars. Oh,
yeah.
Yes, and sell ads. Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
I think that the podcast, though, like, I don't think, how do I explain it? If my heart's not in it, I don't want to do it. And the money is only there if your heart's in it. When I'm doing anime reactions, you can tell my heart's in it. I do it for the love of the game. But like, podcast simply because it brings in money. Like, it brings in money because the podcast has to be good. Can you come with like a actual consistent workflow and constant ideas to talk about? Right? The more I think about it, it's just like an extra technical overhead that is something that I don't want to commit to, because it's probably like, here's the realistic way I say it. You do it 2 or 3 times, you realize that like the first one probably does well because of the nature of like, hey, these personalities are collaborating. Second, third, people are like, we're kind of tired of it. What's the new stuff going on? You can't come up with new ideas. And then I got my other stuff going on. And it's just like, the more I think about it, I see only one destination where it's just like people get burnt out, people don't want to do it, and then you're just done. That's what I see. I think it's better to just like do like a one-off thing once in a while, rather than like a consistent like stuff. Just like a random thing you just join just for the love of the game and that's it. Like that is, I think, where the value of podcasts lies. Not in the money, but more of just like just do collaboration and it adds as like an advertisement for your content and feeds it in.
Daily reminder to talk about GTA 6. Dude, I can't even fucking wait, dude. It's going to be amazing. Joe wouldn't be able to debate because he forms his opinions based on the sentiment of the public.
Oh, who said that?
How?
Who said that? No. He forms his opinions from the sentiment of light novel historian, apparently. Dude, who said that in chat? That was fucked up. Joe has no critical thinking for himself. He goes in and looks at what the popular sentiment is on Reddit or Twitter or whatever, bro, in the YouTube comment section, and he says, true. Listen, popular sentiment doesn't mean that it's like wrong or correct. If it's popular, there's probably a good reason. It might mean that like, shit, there's actually value in it, and that's why people are watching it, right? A lot of the times, though, I think that people get carried away by the bandwagon momentum, and at that point, people aren't coming at it with like a like they're not trying to truth seek. They're just like, this is the safe take, so I'm gonna go with it without actually thinking. But usually, a popular take, there's a decent chance that it's grounded in like truth.
Fucking when have I ever? Since fucking when have I ever formed my opinions based on how the public feels?
Ooh.
Oh, he's mad. He's doing Trump hands.
Lion Ted. Lion Ted.
No, I'm not. I'm literally not even doing Trump hands.
He knows what he's doing. Mr. President, the cost of living in grocery prices hasn't gone down. What's your solution to this? $3 trillion to Israel.
You're lying. I don't believe you. It's not even true.
That's pretty much it.
Hey, dude.
What did we get out of this video? I want to understand what his definition of MOG is. I think he's being a bit of a boomer here. What does he think MOG means? Because MOG, to me, is the act of being outclassed by somebody. You look bad in comparison to someone else because how better they looked at whatever same thing that you did. In the context of a debate, to be mogged in a debate means that you basically got out-debated and someone else looks way better than you. In the context of a debate with me, he says that he would get dominated because, of course, I'd be so opinionated and wouldn't even give him a chance to fucking breathe. But I guess his understanding of that is that that was never a debate. You're not even providing a fair chance at thinking from the other side. You are coming at this with an absolute framework that you will not budge on. And in that, I actually do agree. I think that I'm very opinionated, and it doesn't mean that I'm wrong or right. It just means that I have strong values that I believe in. And sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. Doesn't mean that I'm perfect, but go fuck yourself. That's pretty much it. Bye-bye.